regional barbecue. We're doing Texas this time, and we're doing beef ribs. This is a recipe that I got from a friend, Junior Urias from Up and Smoke Barbecue, Rub for Grub. This is a whole short rib, beef rib. I had it split in half because I didn't think it would all fit on my grill all together, but I later found that it did. I had the back skin and membrane removed off of it. And what I did also was took the fat cap and the silver skin off top until I got it how I wanted it. Here is some of Junior's rub. It's called Paydirt. This is a new spice blend that he's come out with that he sent me and asked me to give a try. So I seasoned the beef ribs with that. Had to speed this up because I'm sure you didn't want to see the whole process of me shaking seasoning on. On the back side here, I'm using Rub for Grub as the first layer, and then his Paydirt rub over top of that. Once I seasoned it, I patted it in, I wrapped them up, and I stuck them in the refrigerator overnight before I cooked them. Here I am putting them on the grill. I'm cooking them at 250 degrees on my Brinkman Trailmaster limited edition. And the smoke was going. I used a mix of hickory and mesquite. I did a 2-to-1 mix. This here is after 2.5 or 3 hours. First time opening it after I put them on, and I sprayed them down with a mixture that I put together on my own. That recipe for this mixture will be in the description box below, so you can get that. And I only use this particular mixture for beef. Here we are at about 4 hours in of the cook. You're starting to see some shrinkage here. The meat is drawn up, but it has this nice color. Here we're at about 6 hours. You see they're nice and mahogany, and I moved them over a little closer to the heat source to aid in the cooking process, but they look good. I was spraying them also every couple of hours whenever I would open them. So after this, after I took this look at them, I was spraying them again. And at the 6 hour point, that was the last time that I sprayed the beef ribs. Here they are. These ribs here look really good. They were at the done point and they were ready to come off of the grill. You know, get a good look. It started getting a little late. Brought them in, I tinted them for about an hour. I cooked them and brought them up to 205 degrees. But I tinted them for about an hour before I went into cutting these ribs. So now we're gonna take a couple, cut them, and give you a good look at how these beef ribs turned out. I think they turned out pretty good. This was my first time doing them, and I can honestly say I've made them 4 times since this initial time. I'm using a ceramic knife, cutting in between the bones. It went through like butter. It just was real easy. The meat was tender, it was full of juice, and they smelled great. And here's a good look, a good close-up look at the smoke ring and the juiciness of that meat. You can see where that connective tissue in between the bone and the hunk of meat on top that just broke down, and it was this juicy gelatinous thing.
Now it's time for the taste.
Here it is. I'm tasting it. You know, you're getting a chance to see me eat them. You see the juices running out all on my hands. And I'll tell you, these things were delicious. They were far better than I ever imagined they would be. So make sure you check out my friend Junior Urias at Up and Smoke Barbecue, his Rub for Grub, and see if you can get some of his new Paydirt beef rub.